Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching a big band favourite. This is the 7th episode of the 7th season. Can't believe it. 7th episode. Madness. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in and enjoy. So we're 7 episodes in. And personally, I think this has been a great start to the season. I thought last episode 6 was the best of the season so far, but I've really been enjoying the direction that we took. You know, the first couple of episodes of the season, we've been pairing everybody up together. We've been having good scenes with characters that don't usually get screen time, you know, with each other, and it's been progressing really well. And last episode, basically Howard wanted to, you know, give Bernadette a present for, I can't remember the reason. It was like the first anniversary date, basically, the first time they went out, I think it was. Now, she ended up getting quarantined, you know, from her work. She's in contact with some substances, so she had to obviously stay away lots. And he decided, you know what, I'm going to write her a song. He got the whole gang to come in. They was all stood there. He went and sat down in front of a cubicle where she was. He was playing the piano. He was singing. Really nice, really good song. Everybody was humming and hawing in the background. They was all taking part. I was absolutely loving it, honestly. It was really good, and I've always said it, but every time somebody sings or does something, it just makes the whole show better, and I was smiling, I was enjoying it. You know, there was a moment in there where I thought Sheldon was realising something between him and Amy with the lyrics that was being said, and at the end of the episode, they were sat down, Amy and Sheldon in the apartment, and he was talking, and basically Sheldon turned around and said, look, he wants to progress further, he wants to lean in, he wants to kiss Amy, you know, he's getting all sweaty, and I was loving it, mate. I was like, what's going on here? And then boom, we got into reality, and it was Amy imagining this situation happening while she was sat down next to Sheldon, and that wasn't actually the true scene that we seen. So that was a big bait and switch that got me. Honestly, I was believing it was actually taking place as well with all the romantic stuff that was going on in the episode. Man, it was a great ending, and what a great episode. Thanks for checking out today's though. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Never seen him this happy before.
That's because you've never seen him on Restock the Medicine Cabinet Day. Essex has a new Ultra Strength. Guess they really do read their mail.
Oh, he filled in for him last time, didn't he?
Look at him, just standing in line like he wasn't moderately famous 30 years ago. Arthur, it's me, Sheldon Cooper. But you may not remember because of your advanced age.
Trust me, I remember. You have a girlfriend.
Yes, and I've heard so much about you. Hey, look, we're wearing the same orthopedic shoes. I dress like a celebrity.
Oh, right, I remember your girlfriend. Is she here?
No, she's not.
So what prescription are you getting filled?
Sheldon, come on.
No, I'm really good at this. All right, give me a hint. Does it involve difficulty initiating a stream of anything?
Sheldon, let's go mock the people buying homeopathic medicine. You love that.
Oh, Bernie's having a girls' night on Friday at our place. You want to do something?
Actually, I'm busy. New sports bar over on Colorado Avenue.
You're going to girls' night?
Yeah. I happen to be very comfortable with my masculinity.
How is that possible?
Hey, he's working on a paper about nano vacuum tubes and wants to know if I'd take a look at it.
Oh, I got 2 emails from him. Do you have Leonard's email address? Never mind, I found it.
Yes, nothing to cry about.
Sheldon Cooper does not cry. Think I idolized that man. End of the day, he's just another Hollywood phony.
He's a retired kids show host.
It's even worse. Using the sweet candy of science to trick children into loving him.
He's too critical,
Maybe
Sheldon.
Found you a bit much.
When it comes to social skills, I've mastered the big 3. There's the coy smile. There's the friendly chuckle. There's the vocalization of sympathy. Aww.
Some people might find you... Doesn't matter.
Oh, you don't like her
Go
finishing
ahead, say it.
things.
Say, I'm annoying.
Sheldon.
No, it won't hurt my feelings. Go ahead, Amy. Say, I'm annoying. I'm annoying. Say it. Say it. Amy, say it. Well, she can't stand it when I'm right.
So, like, let's be honest, he is annoying, isn't he? Like, I mean, he's not annoying for us to watch. Nah, he's quite funny just because of who he is and how he does things. But, like, if you was involved in his life consistently, you would get annoyed in quite a lot of things that he does. That's no disrespect to him. It doesn't mean you don't like him as a character. I feel like, you know, today's generation in the world, like, there's too many snowflakes, in my personal opinion. And, like, people, you know, they can't take a little bit of criticism here and there. So people think that it's, like, bullying and stuff, and it's just not. Like, literally, he is funny for us to watch, and his perks and traits and his personality is really good because it's different. But at the end of the day, he is full on. He's too critical and he's self-centered around him. It's all about Sheldon. And he'll try and twist any kind of situation to, like, what you could have done better, or you've not done this right, or what about me and I've done this. And you know what I mean? Sometimes just like, look, I didn't need any of that. I just need you to look and tell me this was okay or it wasn't. I didn't need a full in-depth 500-page paragraph bullet point saying that how, you know what I mean? Like, my work is like of a 6th grade level. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't need that. It's too far. That's literally how Sheldon is. You know what I mean? It's all in. There's no, like, level thing. It's just full on, dive straight in.
Penny, how's it going over there?
Good, I'm just having a little trouble with the glue.
Did you ditch preschool?
Yeah, only because I was dating a 2nd grader.
Let's hear all the Raj is a girl jokes.
No, Bernadette told me it isn't nice, and I'm not allowed. Making fun of you, or the things you like, or the fact that you just want to have fun. Actually pretty nice.
I'm making a bracelet.
Yeah, I'm just making a mess.
Beads and glue. You guys can use my soldering iron. You'd be able to make much cooler stuff.
Oh,
Actually, I'd kind of like to try that.
Me too.
I'll be right back.
Arthur? 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 I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
Of course you woke me at 7:30.
It's been pointed out by my girlfriend that I may have been annoying to you.
Sheldon, in a couple hours, I have to get up, pee, and then wander around the house.
Well, then I'll make this quick. I want to talk about the paper you sent Leonard. Now, I know he said it's promising and he's going to collaborate on it, but now that you and I are friends again, I am at your disposal.
If it's all the same with you, I think I'll stick with Leonard.
Wow, that really hurt.
If someone had told me that people would still call me Professor Proton when I was 83 years old, I never would have quit smoking.
Hello, Arthur. What an odd coincidence that you're both here.
Why is it odd?
Because as it just so happens, I'm also spending the day with a beloved children's television science personality, Bill Nye, the science guy.
Alright, I've seen him before in other
Sorry,
shows.
I replaced you with a newer model.
Said I'd be speaking to a class.
Well, no, I said you were teaching someone a lesson. Now let's go.
Hey guys, what do you think?
Wow, Penny, good job.
Thanks. Target, $4.99. I'm getting a drink.
She and my dad are going through a bit of a rough patch, so. My dad says it's because the sound of my mom's voice makes him want to tear his ears off and sew them over his eyes so he never has to look at her again.
Who's here to put the Jew in jewelry night?
Sure, so it's fine when you say it.
I didn't know you were coming again.
Well, last week was a blast. Plus, I thought you might like having a guy here.
Maybe you should master glue before you move on to fire.
Rajesh, do you want to make a bracelet for your mom to go with the necklace?
No thanks.
I was gonna make a necklace for my mom, but unfortunately she doesn't have a neck.
He looks like he's upset, to be honest. I feel like he was enjoying his, well, I wouldn't say his time away from the guys, but like the different atmosphere. Do you know what I mean? Like where he can express himself without kind of being made fun of. That's what I feel like with Raj. I know, like, obviously everybody says he's got a feminine side, and there's honestly no problem with that at all. But like, I do feel like obviously when he's with his guy friends and he's obviously expressing himself where he wants to, you know, I don't know, talk about certain things or create necklaces and jewelries and just, you know, have a good time, they all kind of like make jokes, which is all cool because it's obviously just friends having playful banter. But at the end of the day, when you want to actually take part and do those things, you don't want to be ridiculed while you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he's been enjoying the time with the girls where he can sit down and just be free. Everybody just take part and enjoy themselves. And now Howard's coming in, spending time with them as well. And obviously kind of taking what he's doing, but to the next level, he's kind of getting in the way and upsetting him a bit.
Okay, we're almost ready to go. Once we bond the wires, we can test the tubes. Oh, God.
What is it?
Sheldon just sent me a picture of him and Bill Nye getting smoothies.
Why do you put up with Sheldon?
Wow, you ask really hard questions. Look, I know he can be aggravating, but what you have to remember is that he's not doing it on purpose. It's just how he is. Sheldon is the smartest person I have ever met. He's a little broken and he needs me. I guess I need him too.
Why is that?
Well, you will not let this go, will you? Oh, geez.
Another photo from Sheldon?
No, I have to go pick him up. Bill Nye ditched him at the smoothie place.
You guys are interested. There's a technique where I can take a lock of your hair, refine it into carbon dust, and use the hydraulic press at work to turn it into a tiny little diamond with your DNA in it.
Howard, I can make your hair into diamonds. My mom is morbidly obese. Everybody love me.
I'm not ruining anything. I'm just trying to help you make better jewelry.
But this isn't about the jewelry. This is about me having a place where I can open up about my feelings.
Buddy, I was just joking around.
Yeah, well, sometimes your jokes hurt.
You're right. I didn't realize I was making you feel that way. It's very brave of you to tell me.
Wasn't easy.
They're gonna have sex before Sheldon and I do. I knew it.
I hit the nail bang on the head with them though. Why he was upset, literally bang on the head.
Somewhere around the third floor, I began to see a white light.
Well, if you're hoping to get in touch with Bill Nye, I can't help you.
I was thinking if it isn't too much trouble, I'd like to get your opinion about my paper.
Actually, I don't need that. I hacked into your email account and read it. I think the fact that you use your birthday as a password is embarrassing. I thought your paper was inspired. Can I invite you in for tea?
Hey, Arthur, how are you?
Well, I guess one cup wouldn't hurt.
Buddy, what's up?
Well, I was feeling bad about how I acted the other night, so made you a little something.
A mini lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber belt buckle.
Hey, that is pretty good.
This is so cool.
See? I have one too. Get out. You can wear yours, and we can have little sword fights whenever we want.
You wait here. I'll get some Alka-Seltzer so we can build that rocket, and we can shoot it at Bill Nye's house.
So you have any single grandmothers?
Sorry, they're both married.
Happily?
I can't actually believe that we got the ride situation absolutely bang on the head. Like I was saying there, you know, I feel like he's just upset that he had a place where he could express himself and just have a good time without being ridiculed. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously he loves hanging out with the guys and doing whatever it is that they do and talk about, you know, their cosplay and everything that they're into. But he also has found a separate group, different, that caters towards another kind of part of his personality that he never feels like he could have gone to those lengths with the guys, because when he does bring that topic up or he does ask, can we do this or we get that, he gets made fun of. Do you know what I mean? And I knew that's what it was because I could feel it, because they're always talking about how feminine he is, but like to be honest, I don't feel like he's that feminine anyway. I just feel like he just likes a couple of things that you wouldn't class as mannish, but like at the end of the day, like he just like the bonding, the gossiping, and it's not the concept of making the necklace of being how good it is, like with the diamonds. It was just the fact that it was spending time with everybody and engaging and just doing something fun. And obviously that type of action that he was doing with the girls that they enjoy could never done with them. And he felt like Howard was coming in, he was taking over, he was ruining it and making it all about himself. So I could sense it, I felt it, and obviously he acknowledged it and moaned at it as well. But it was big for Howard to go over and sit down and apologise and saying that, you know, he never really knew that he made him feel that way and he's sorry. They're always close, aren't they? To be honest, the way they talk to each other, it is like a couple. They always like get emotional, they're always pretty deep as well. And they do kind of resolve all their issues quite quickly as well, which is pretty good. You know what I mean? And you even seen Amy at the side saying, mate, they're going to have sex before me and Sheldon. You know what I mean? And everybody, even Howard, Leonard's mum always comments that, you know, are sure you two are not in a relationship yet? So, I mean, that was interesting. Like I said, wasn't the type of moments that you'd want Raj obviously Howard to have in the episodes, because it was kind of like him being upset, but it's more screen time with them, it's more resolving. And obviously at the end he comes to the apartment, he give him a lightsaber belt buckle, and you know, he never really listens to the words that comes out of his mouth, does he? He doesn't understand the things that he says and how like weird it is sometimes. And he's talking about obviously playing with the belts and fighting each other, but we all know the concepts and what everybody would be thinking when they're doing it. So Raj, I feel like sometimes, like Sheldon, he never actually reads the room and understands what he's saying, but he made a good scene, and, you know, again, I'm glad it ended on a happy note for them. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So, this is like the second time we've seen this Professor Proton do a cameo. Pretty quite close together, to be honest, as well. Is he the only character that we've seen come in 2 times? I mean, we have seen Will Wheaton in it a bit. You could kind of call him, you know, reoccurring character, but like as a special guest for example, Leonard's mum could kind of be a special guest because she's not actually recurring, is she? She just dashes in like maybe once every other season. But this guy, obviously, he's had some alright episodes, and I feel like he's kind of funny, to be honest. I always do feel like when we have these kind of characters that come into the show as a special guest appearance, like, it makes them better. I enjoy it when Sheldon's mum turns up, and obviously when Leonard's mum turns up as well, and when we get the Will Wheaton episodes and the stews, you know what I mean, and when Zach dives in, and then I was enjoying it at the start of the show in the first few seasons with Leslie, and obviously this guy's coming in, Professor Proton, and Sheldon's just kind of like overwhelmed with who he is and the impact he's had in his life, to be honest, but he is kind of too much as well. We've seen it there when he gave the paper towards Leonard to see if he could give him some insight on it and advice, and Sheldon's upset obviously that he didn't go to him. Now, it's understandable, if I'm being honest. I said it earlier on in the episode. Sometimes when you give Sheldon something, he's too full on, he's too critical, he's too in depth, and he is a straight talker as well, not a great liar. So if he actually thinks it's terrible, he'll say it to your face, and sometimes that's not actually what you need. Like, I understand that criticism and fair criticism is needed, but like, when you're trying to get motivation for something, or you're trying to, get advice on if you're going on the right track, you don't want somebody to absolutely burn it to the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's not going well, you want somebody to kind of guide you in the right directions and keep you motivated. Because I feel like somebody like Sheldon, with how hardcore that he is, he'd come in and just absolutely rip it to shreds. And then you just be like, why do we even bother? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm not going to be good, then there's no point. I'll just leave it. And, he maybe wanted to go down the path where Leonard would be like, if he thought something could change or he thought it could be improved, he could tell him, he could help him, and not actually, kind of hurt his feelings and demotivate him. But I like the fact that obviously after having a couple of conversations, with Leonard, and basically, saying that, why are you friends with him? Because quite a lot of people ask, why are you friends with Sheldon? And he's like, look, he's not malicious, he don't mean it in a bad way. And I feel like once you actually understand a person like Sheldon, and he is truthful, and he does say things that does offend you and it can hurt you, but like, that it's never coming from a bad place, and it's unintentional if he actually does hurt your feelings, that like, it's a trait that you can start to admire. For example, the show Lucifer, the devil never lies. He's always telling Chloe the truth consistently. And then in the season when Michael arrives and obviously impersonates Lucifer, and he says a couple of things that's untrue, instantly Chloe picks it up, and she's like, mate, you know what I mean? He's different. I don't like it. And do you know what I mean? You get to a point where you get so used to somebody's personality that it kind of becomes something that you kind of like. And if I was friends with Sheldon, you get so used to him obviously being critical and explaining things, you know what I mean? And like going in depth, that like, that's a reason why you're actually friends with him. At first you'd think that is annoying. He's kind of annoying him, and that's everybody's first perception of him, like this guy, Professor Proton, as well. But at the end of the day, he is a good friend. He will tell you the truth. He is honest. And obviously, I feel like it's a good trait to have. Sometimes it's too honest, but he come there, he got his paper by hacking it, even though obviously he willing to offer it him himself towards the end. And also, he gave him some good compliments and advice, and obviously how to go forward, as well as adding another restraining order to his wall. So that's decent as well, isn't it? They are collecting up, and I'd be interested to see at the end of the show how many he can actually achieve, from everybody issuing it out. But that is wrapping up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.